Alright, welcome back to the channel, guys. Thanks for checking out this video. Today I wanted to talk about acoustic recording. Now, this is something I think even I overlooked over the years. I thought just plug in your acoustic and you'll get the same exact sound as when you play analogically, or if that's a word. It helped me just filming this, knowing kind of the why behind getting that acoustic sound that we hear on some of our favorite tracks. Now, there's no right or wrong way to really do this, but I just thought I would share with you guys how this helped me get the sound that I wanted. There's so many different nuances and things like that, but my buddy who is helping me produce this song that I'm coming out with has walked us kind of through the process of how he sets up his recording for acoustics and kind of the sound we were going for this song. So I'm super excited to share with you just kind of the behind the scenes, the process, the whys. I think it'll be super helpful for those who may not think it matters, because I certainly didn't. So with that being said, let's jump into it. Thank you again for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel. Hope to have more of these out pretty soon and the song out soon. So without further ado, let's do it. Alright guys, today we are playing on the Taylor and the Martin. What year is this?
D35?
D35?
No, yeah, D35. I think it's like a 1970.
It's a beaut.
Yeah.
This is the setup for today. Got 4 mics, 2 ribbons, right Josh?
Mm-hmm.
And then a condenser, and is that also a condenser?
That is a little dynamic mic. It's an old shirt.
We're gonna be learning as we go, guys.
Yeah. Omnidirectional dynamic. That's a 550.
Is the new stuff better than the old stuff? Like, is that considered an old microphone?
This mic?
Yeah.
Oh,
like the ribbons I know are like an old technology, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Totally. They're old technology, and then I don't know. It's all kind of good, different.
It's all
It's all different versions of good if you use it right.
Right.
You know.
Yeah. There's no better or worse.
My favorite saying is the best tools in the world are the ones you have. That's the way that works, you know.
You're first, guys.
Is right, kind of right on the body.
Perfect.
Let's play. Yeah. There's this thing called the 3-to-1 ratio, which I need to.
What is that? What's the 3-to-1 ratio?
I think it's the 3-to-1. It's like with phasing generally. I will always end up getting it in phase, but so this distance is like 3 times this distance would be like the next mic placement. And it's generals. They're not like.
Yeah. So when recording acoustic, to get that clean, balanced, full sound, it can be a little bit tricky. Now, what Josh is talking about here is the 3-to-1 phase. If you don't really get this right, it can produce kind of like a hollow, thin sound on the acoustic. So getting this right was super important. As you guys will see in the setup, he's making sure that all the mics are in phase, and when you have more, it just gets harder. So he's making sure we have all the right sounds. And basically what the 3-to-1 rule is that the distance between the microphones in the guitar should be at least 3 times. It's pretty self-explanatory. So for example, if one mic is placed 6 inches away from the guitar, the second mic should be placed 18 inches away. So it's literally just 3xing it. So I didn't know this going into it. It's super helpful. And especially when you're using different microphones like condensers, dynamics, and ribbons like we did here. So you'll see he's adjusting things, getting them in the right place, and making sure that we have the right sound before we hit record.
It's a little low still.
Yeah, I can hear it.
Go ahead and play. Just play that riff for the song. So that's just that little guy and the big one.
That's cool.
47. Keep playing.
Are those the ribbons? So much warmer.
There it is. That makes sense. He fell.
Oh. Sorry, dude. And I should note too that experimenting with this is really what you should be doing. As you'll see here, he's trying different placements. He's going close to the neck. He's going far. We were thinking of even doing like over the shoulder, which is just catching like kind of like the room ambience of it. But we ended up just going close with 3 to 1, as you guys will see.
There it is by itself. That's the bat. That's
this guy?
Yeah. The silly little Shure mic.
That's cool.
With everything else.
Yeah, it's super warm.
And then you take that away.
Yeah, they add a lot.
And then the Shure.
That's cool.
It's so good in the mix with everything, but it's by itself.
It's empty.
It's kind of nasally and annoying.
It's like you put a ton of EQ on it.
Yeah. And it's like, not that great. And then take it out and you're like, oh, where is it?
Yeah, that's cool, man.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah. So I'm actually going to show you guys the 4 mics that we had, kind of the end result, and just kind of the first snippet of the song. You'll hear all 4 mics. Let me know in the comments which mic you think is the best one, actually. I'm going to play all 4 together, and then I'm going to play one individually. And you guys will kind of hear the difference of what each one is picking up. And hopefully that'll help you just get kind of like a behind the scenes view of how one mic may sound kind of crappy, but all 4 of them together sound really, really good.
All the levels are all over the place.
So some are coming in hotter than others?
No, I was moving the faders around a lot.
Oh, okay. Are those the ones that you were saying sound muddy?
I think I still got it. It's kind of hard for me to hear. The reason I'm checking this, kind of moving that stuff around, is to check phasing. I'm sure there's a better way to do it, but normally, when I had my ISO booth, right, I could hear completely, you're not in the room with me. You can crank everything up, the mics aren't going to feedback.
Gotcha.
So I just want to make sure I'm not getting myself into a weird phase situation. Some of this, like this right here, this shape right here, I have a feeling is going to bite me in the ass.
Oh, okay.
So the mic is, the source is hitting this one, then this one, then this one, and they're all at different side ways. So like, but what's crazy is these 3 are in phase. This one, they're all working together.
Yeah, they seem, that one's close, second, third kind of thing, right?
Yeah, it's like this is working, because these are kind of the similar distance as this.
Right.
Whereas, these 2 are the same distance from each other, from the source roughly, and then this one's a little closer. This is what I'm trying to play with, is getting this guy. I just want to make sure the sound is good. Like,
yeah.
Are we getting the right placement of the guitar? Because if we can get this nailed, the other thing too is we can try the Martin as well. That might be an interesting...
Yeah. Do you want me to tune it?
Let's tune it, yeah.
Okay. So that's it for this video, guys. I hope you learned something. Just to kind of recap, make sure you have the 3 to 1 rule in the back of your mind. It's not an exact science, like I said. Avoid phasing problems so that one mic's not picking up the other one. The room environment, making sure you kind of have a quiet, non-reverby or room reflection place you're recording. And then test and listen to it. If it's not the sound that you want, don't use it. This process took quite a bit of time, but I promise you guys the setup is worth it. If you get the setup right in the beginning, the recording's going to turn out good, the mixing will be even easier, and you'll really get the sound that you want. So just focus on the setup at first, the testing, and I promise you guys you'll eventually get the sound that you want. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you learned something. And if you have any questions or kind of the way you guys do things or input, I'm all ears. I love learning new things about this, figuring out different ways, different approaches. Always cool to hear your guys' input. So with that being said, thank you guys again, and we'll see you on the next one.